So I've got a dented fender and a new fender to go on. So if you're curious, I'm going to replace my front left fender on my 2012 Outback. The first thing I want to say about removing this fender is I popped this out. I just pulled that out from watching another video, so I knew that that would just pop out. And I did also turn the wheel so that I could access this screw here, because after I looked at the new fender, I could see where the anchor points were, or the bolting points were. So I think I should be able to remove the fender without removing the plastic and or the wheel, hopefully by doing what I did and being able to access everything I need to. The first thing I did, besides turning the wheel and popping that out, was I found that the top hardware that needs to be removed is covered by this, what feels like rubber piece, and it just has these three little pins here. And so I'll show you how I got that out. So here's the last little one here. I'm gonna use this pry bar. I'm sure you could use screwdriver or anything else of that nature, and I'm just gonna kind of pull this back to the side so I can slide the pry bar underneath there. There we go. So I popped that last one out. I'll show you. It's just a little tiny, I called it a pin, but it's a clip. So these are just these little tiny clips here. And there was 3 of them, and I've set them aside. You might want to get yourself a kind of like a little bag, or maybe like a aerosol cap to throw all of them in. I'm throwing them into my my motor cover there. Maybe not the best idea, but that's the way I'm doing it. So I've got those pins out, and now I've got this top hardware exposed here. This is the bolt that looks like that holds the headlight, and then these 2 are actually holding the fender. But let me get to loosening this stuff. So I was just mentioning the 2 white bolts. There's a third actually back there, as you can see, if you noticed when I was pulling that last pin out. So we've got 1, 2, 3 white bolts, and this 4th one does technically hold the fender on because it runs to mount with the headlight. So we need to get the 3 white ones and the 4th black one. I've gone ahead and loosened them all. They are all 10 millimeter. So I'm just going to go ahead and spin those out. So that was all of the top, I believe, that I saw. I just used the ratchet there to zip those off. So under here, there is this plastic piece. This has 2 bolts underneath it that are holding the fender to the vehicle. You have to loosen that screw there. And then there are clips. So you can see the top of the clip here. I hope. There. On this side I've broken it off, but that's okay. So what I did was, I came from underneath with my screwdriver. I pushed this tab up, right here. Once I pushed this tab up, then I just pulled forward, see? And I got it to pop out. So I had to push both these tabs in, but as you can see, now they've popped out from that square in the back, which is the same as the square there. So that's how I knew to find those. And then I knew that the screw is here because of another void on there as well. So we're going to pop that off. So there's the 2 clips holding that, and then the screw, and then you pop it out. Oh, and there's also this part that goes up into the front. So you kind of got to pop that out. See, this part was up in... That part was up in here. Let's see. Just in there. It was a slot that was in. So you had to be pulled out of there. So now these 2 are actually going into the fender from this big plastic piece here. So I need to remove this. I believe this I got out with a screwdriver, and this I also got out with a screwdriver. So here we had to remove this clip, this bolt, this screw, and pop this plastic piece off in order to get to those 2 white bolts. When you take this out from this slot, remember that this backside, see here, you can see the threads on there, hopefully. So it's missing a side now because I broke it. But I did want to recommend, pop the 2 right clips out and then pull out this way on this tab so that you're actually pulling out of this square. I pulled basically this way to get this little tab out, and I broke that. I did get these 2 white bolts loosened, so let's go ahead and pull those out. And we're getting there. It's definitely getting nice and loose. I actually got this to loosen pretty good. I just jiggled this out from behind in here. Just in here, it was kind of pinched in there, so I've jiggled it out. So it's certainly much looser. I also, just because I had some GG1, I slapped a little on here. Let's see if I can get that to focus. I slapped that on there so I can get those the threads to be there again, both sides, so I can get that to thread back in. All right, we're gonna start working underneath, getting all the lower stuff done. So here we've got this clip. So with these, you want to pop this top part out a bit, and then you'll be able to pull it out like that, see? So there's that one, and then there are this one here. This one's just a screw, and this actually screws right into the fender. So you got that bolt, that clip, and then underneath there is this guy here. He's on the bottom. Same thing, pop the top out, and then you get the rest to come out. So once you get these bottom 3, the one that was underneath here, the clip that was here, and the bolt that was here, this piece will pop off. If you can see here, there's a metal clip on here, and it has threads that run through it. So I'll actually pop that metal clip off, I imagine, and then clip it on here, which will allow me to have a thread to screw into. So that does screw directly to that. So you just remember, when you take your old fender off, you'll have to remove this metal clip, and I'll show you once I get that off. So the reason I did what I did now is the last 2 bolts are actually back in there underneath this runner plastic. So let's see, there are, from the front, it looks like maybe there was one here. I might have lost one, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this particular type of clip that is the same. You pop the top out, and then you jiggle the rest out. So there's that one. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that I've removed. At the very back, there is one that is slightly different. It is not like these ones. It is this particular type. So it kind of is like a plug type. It just pops out. So that is 5 of the one and 1 of the other. So we've got 6 clips total that were under here. And I believe that was all of them. So what if I remember correctly now is I want to just pull out, hopefully, let's see, hopefully I don't break this. So I got this popped off, and I'll show you that the clips, a few of them stayed on this plastic piece, and a few of them are still on the body. So just need to pop those off. Let's see if I can get one out without fighting me too hard. I've been just kind of prying this out and then getting it to pop out. Oh, got it. So now that I've got that out, I'm going to put it back on here where it goes. There. And I'll just pop all those out and put them all back on here. So here you can see I've put all of those clips that were in the body back onto this plastic piece. So I should just be able to pop it back in place and then put these clips, which I've put back with it, underneath, as you saw as I removed it. So that exposed what I believe is, if not the last 2, close to the last 2 bolts holding it on here. So that will be a 10mm as well, I would imagine. Yep. The damage happened to the vehicle like 3 years ago. I'm gonna take one of these bolts out actually and put it in the top so that it holds the fender in place and it doesn't fall when I remove that last bolt right now. So yeah, the damage has been done to the car for 3 years, and I told myself be patient. So I've been calling this place and at least calling in or checking their website for quite some time. All right, it looks like those weren't the last, but there's just one more in here, so let's check that one out. So I've got the door open, and this one looks like it should be pretty easy. So I looked at this one, and I saw that that one's slotted, so I came over here and I loosened this one. I don't think I'm going to take it all the way out, because as you can see, I should be able to loosen it. Now you can see the paint outline there, it's sliding off, so I should be able to get that off now. So yeah, I'm calling this place for several years. Like I called a lot of salvage yards. Let's see, should I close that door now? And finally, the original one, oh nice. The original one that I went to in Maine, Cumberland Salvage, their website had that they had a white wagon, and I was like, oh my goodness. And it was a 2013, so I'm like, that's perfect because we have a 12 and it's a generation 4, so they should be the same dimensions, right? And so I called the Cumberland Salvage and I asked the guy if he could tell me the paint code, and he said it was satin white pearl. And I was so excited because that is an exact match to my vehicle.